Alright, so this is the last of the first set of Roguelike space I want to show you guys. And it's another game by Corum. He's the guy who basically did the inversion of control game, as well as a couple other Roguelikes basically for 70-year-olds. But, well, I figured it's like probably one of his better ones, so let's just read through it. StarCraft Rogue Mercenaries, or SCRM, is a roguelike style game originally written in 7 days for the annual 7-day roguelike challenge. The game is based around a mercenary leader put through his paces with a set of missions. Helping him in his trials are a number of friendly units at his disposal. The game is set in the StarCraft Universe and uses ASCII symbols to represent the game world. So, ASCII symbol is your character, green is like, a green ampersand is a tree, etc. So the objective. The objective is to complete 10 various missions and survive. Each mission has an objective that must be achieved to succeed. At any stage prior to completing a mission or afterwards, you can call for a dropship to evacuate you and your party. Gameplay. You can move your soldier around the screen to explore. Friendly units can be ordered around with the O order command. So, similar to version control, but not like, you're actually on equal footing to your, compatriots, so to speak. To attack an enemy unit, use the F fire command. Walking a unit into an enemy will also attack it. Note that all weapons do maximum damage for weapon type, and damage the unit except when units take cover. A unit standing by a tree is said to be taking cover, denoted by a green square around the unit, and has a 30% chance of dodging the attack. Mission status is shown on the side of the playing window. Once a mission is completed, it is a good idea to get to the evacuation site ASAP. To evacuate an area, you must be near where you started from and use the evac command. All friendly units within a certain radius will be evacuated as well. So basically have your friends by if you want to evacuate with them. So stats. On the right of the screen there are a sidebar that describes your character. First is your name, your race, which never changes in this game, and your class. The default class is Marine, but others may be available to you. Your health tells you how your current HP and your maximum HP. Once your current HP reaches 0, the game ends. Your weapon type, weapon damage, and armor values are also shown. Using the More command while looking at yourself, a friendly unit, or a hostile creature will bring up extended information about the unit. This also shows extra information about the unit's weapons. Each weapon has a range, which in most cases will be different from unit's sight range and cooldown time. The cooldown time is the amount of game time units it takes for a weapon to be fired again. To relate this to the game, a standard move for a Marine will take 10 time units. Therefore, a cool time of 20 means that the Marine can either fire once or walk 2 squares. Damage type of weapon is important, in that fact that some weapons are more effective against units than others. Weapons that do normal damage will do full damage to all units. A concussive or plasma weapon will do full damage to small units, half damage to medium units, and core damage to large units. An explosive weapon will do half damage against small units, 3/4 against medium units, and full damage against large units. The R value is the amount of damage reduction for an attack equal to its value. A successful hit will always do at least 1 point of damage. Now, I have to say this looks a little bit odd, the concussive or plasma weapons basically doing full damage to small units, because I'm pretty sure, this should be reversed, but whatever. And the rest basically is basically the acknowledgements and stuff like that. So the game's based on StarCraft by Blizzard, and the resources in game design, etc., etc. There's the contact if you just want to contact Corum and stuff like that. Not sure he uses it anymore, but whatever's there. Alright, so that's basically the manual. There's basically key bindings here if you basically want to see the key bindings. So you got move with the arrow keys or numpad. You got weight with 5. Fire weapon with F, closed door with C. Order your allies with O, evac with the capital E. Commands, look around with the L. Mission info is I. Message here is M. The other stuff is here. And we probably have options basically to increase the width of the screen here. So I might mess around with this for a little bit. So, well, let's just see first if it's in the ASCII or style or whatnot. So let's go in here and let's go launch SCRM. So there's like the initial size right here. If I basically blow that up, basically what happens to it? So let's just go 1920 by 1080 and full screen it. And now that's basically just checked. So I'm basically like showing this off to show like what if basically do to like sort of like exchange the options for these games, but let's just do this, and then we'll launch this again. So I probably should jump into it so you can actually see like what it looks like in the game itself. So let's just start up. Let's just do this here. So kill all hostiles in the area. Press X to begin. So alright, so yeah, that's a little bit like small basically. I mean like I probably have like the entire map basically on me right there, but whatever. So let's just quit or quit. Yes, I want to quit. X to quit. I mean, it's cool that you can basically expand your screen here and all stuff, but it's not that great, so to speak. Alright, let's see here. So we'll keep it down to like 800 by 600, I guess. So let's go 800 by 600. So that basically brings up a small window again. Now, if this basically had tiles, then you could use tiles, but I guess you didn't actually import the tiles or anything for like this one, so there's no tiles for like this one. Alright, let's see here. So let's just push this over here a little bit. And we'll just go push this back over here a little bit as well. Myself. Alright, let's get the windowing this out, shall we? So Windows. Yeah, so you get Quorum's like game here. Alright, well. That's about as center as it can be, I guess, so that's fine. StarCraft Rogue Mercenaries. So basically you got the stuff in here, you got like the help for like the manual basically again. And isn't nice to basically see the manual if you want to, but whatever. There's basically about, so you basically press like stuff for like stuff here, 7 days, all this other stuff. Let's start a new game, and I am DFuxa. Alright, so here's the mission. Mission record, succeeded 0, failed 0. Current mission. 1. That's a Zergling, Lester. People have been disappearing without a trace at Sector 518. Hostile aliens have been reported at this sector. Your mission is to enter this sector and eliminate all hostiles. Objective. Kill all hostiles in the area. Alright, so we basically start off the game with like Lester here. There's a Zergling over there, so let's tell Lester basically like follow me. So yeah, basically you have like orders for like your guys here. So you have wander, follow me, retreat, stay put. So let's just go follow me. And Lester says go go go. We got Zergling here. Let's just fire at it. So we'll press F. Whoop! He's gonna try to basically engage himself there apparently. So alright, so we basically attack him. You attack him for 6 damage. Lester attacks for 6 damage. So note that the damage types are basically being used here, by the way, are like the same as like that in StarCraft. And can I fire through Lester? So yeah, basically can fire through each other if you want to. We're just gonna fire you a little bit. Alright, I took a hit there, I guess, but it's fine. So the mission is currently incomplete, by the way, so I'm not basically going to see, like, our breakdown right here. So you have, like, DFuxa, he's basically Terran, he's Marine, he's got health, he's got his God's Rifle out, he's got his armor, he's got mission incomplete status. And if it's like, press M here, you basically get, like, your message log right there and such, so that's a thing, so you can basically see what's happening. If you press, like, L, and we basically go over to, like, Lester here. Here's Lester, he's a Marine, he's a, Team Terran, He's size small, so note that this like gameplay is basically very much based on like Corrin's like other games. So he usually has this like Warhammer type based games. So he has like factions for like orcs and humans and elves and stuff like that. But anyhow, basically you see the size. So it's basically small size. The uniforms, the bulk of the turn, assault force. His health is currently 87%, so he lost a little bit of HP there. It kind of sucks that you can't get the breakdown of like their HP like you could in StarCraft, but I guess it's his engine doing that, so whatever. God's Rifle, you can see his damage there, so he has a damage range of 6, range of 4, cooldown of 15. The damage type is normal for full damage to all targets and is capable of ground and air attacks. Les doesn't have any armor like I do, so that's something as well. He basically both the targets, so that's good for him. And basically I can rename him if I want to, but we don't need to rename him. If you look at myself, by the way, you can basically see what we're basically like here. So note that basically we have an armor. And I guess we have like more health than him. And probably my state is like water because like I'm wandering around, but that's fine. Let's go look for some Zergling to kill. So this is very reminiscent of like the Terran missions for like StarCraft. You basically spent your first like missions here going around like killing off like little Zergling basically for like the first mission or so. And then like you got like tougher and tougher as you went along here. Follow me here appropriately, Lester. Now I wonder if like you're eventually gonna have like a situation where we have to fight like structures like Zerg structures and stuff like that, or Protoss structures, or even Terran structures, because like stuff could happen. So there's cover for me and Lester by the way when we walk in these trees like this. Let's wait for Lester to catch up here a little bit. And we are not finding a lot of Zergling, which is kind of disconcerting to me because it means they're all bunched up, I guess. There we go. There's a Zergling. So fire, fire. Alright, I took a little bit more damage to it, that's fine. I'll note that basically, unlike Lester, I actually have HP to actually survive some hits, so... it's actually worth knowing, by the way, if you actually check the HP for like me and like Lester here, basically like, Lester, he's basically like a typical Marine, he has like, 40 HP basically, so... If you can basically count like, how many like damage like the... And of course a lot of sound there, but anyways... If you can actually count how much like damage like a Zergling basically does, and like what percent basically health that would basically leave him at, you can basically sort of guess like how like how much HP like Lester is lost and stuff like that, or like yourself. But I'll note that basically like the values for like these like enemies and stuff. I'll note that everything in here is actually very like a faithful representation of like StarCraft like the game. So you basically have like 40 HP on like the Marines. The Zerglings I think have like 35 HP as well, and like they have like the same attack like value as well too. You're like the only like anomaly, but then again like if you consider basically like the fact that Jim Ray was the Marine type in StarCraft, it makes sense that like you wouldn't be like that tough. So that's fine basically like having like a weaker character than like Raynor be like the Marine here, but still stronger than a regular Marine. Here's our Zergling. So I've had to look at these guys basically, so let's just look at him. So here's basically a Zergling from Team Zerg. So Zerglings are like, fast, agile, but weak. They're most effective in packs. Basically they've got like claws that do like, 5 damage, they've only got a range of 1. He's got a cooldown of 8 on his claws, so basically he attacks very, very fast as compared to me. His attack type is normal for full damage to all targets, and is capable of only ground attacks, so he can't attack air. Now, note that he's got abilities like regenerate, so basically if you leave these guys alone, they'll basically regenerate, and that's basically very true for like, the game itself. Come on, come over to me. Yeah, I let, like, you know, Lester take a hit there, so he got wounded there from that, so he's at, like, you know, 62 AC health. Once he basically hit again, he'll be probably down to, like, you know, 20 HP, so I'll have to really watch out for at that point, but, you know, that's fine. Alright, so here's a drone. These are basically the building units for the, you know, the Zerg, so the work unit of the Zerg, able to morph into living structures. So it's got a damage type of 5, it's got a very long cooldown. His damage type is normal, for like a full damage to, like, you know, all turrets. Now, I'll note that the drones basically in this game, they seem a little bit off from, like, the drones basically from, like, you know, StarCraft, because I'm pretty sure the drones in StarCraft actually had a range of 2, as opposed to being, like, full melee. But that seems like a very minor thing that, like, you know, he translated over, so I'm not really gonna, like, you know, dock him for, like, that very much. So let's just start firing. So we kill off that drone. Now note that says mission complete, so we basically kill off all the enemies and we can basically leave here, so there's only like a few Zergling and a drone I guess to fight, so that's fine. Let's get up to the evac zone. Now obviously I have like less to get up to with me, so we're going to see evac properly, so get up to me and I'll evac. You evacuate the area, so mission succeeded, 1. Current mission, drone on and on. Now that the Zerg presence has been detected, it is vital that we can gain gain no hold in this sector. You've been tasked to hunt down all Zergling drones before they can colonize. The objective: kill all of the specific units, so you have to kill the drones in this one. So this is a very like special one where you have to basically kill off all the drones, so that's fine. This time we have another friend here, so we have Cletus and we got Lester here. So here's Cletus, he's basically a flamethrower. He's basically the fire bat, he's basically the marine with a flamethrower. He's basically got, like, you know, concussive positive damage for full damage to, like, you know, small units. So that seems very odd because I'm pretty sure it's basically explosive damage that basically did, like, you know, full damage to, like, you know, full small units, but whatever, it's fine. He basically switched them around, and it makes sense to basically, you know, keep that in mind, but whatever. So he's got a range of 2, which seems a little bit off because I'm pretty sure the firebat had a range of, like, you know, 3 or so basically in the main game, but that's fine. He's got a longer cooldown like in that, but whatever. Now, I'm really wondering about this guy if he has, like, you know, friendly fire basically on, because, like, you know, the fire bats basically in StarCraft actually have like, you know, friendly fire on them, so that's the thing that could be like a thing here. And here's Lester, of course. So Lester's basically got, like, you know, full HP at this point. He's got 3 kills on him, so awesome for Lester. I should probably know by the way, Cletus here actually has, like, you know, more HP than, like, Lester does. You can't really see it, but he's got a lot more. So just follow me for now. Here says Roger. Okay, we always have Zergling right there. So Zergling screams. Let's see what Cletus basically does here. Alright, so the Zergling is hit for 16 damage. So yeah, note that the firebat does a lot of damage against, like, you know, stuff. And apparently Lester still got the kill because he's a lucky bastard who basically gets all the kills. You lucky bastard, Lester. Just killing off everything, you know. Alright, there's another Zergling over here, so let's fire at you. He's out of range. Fire's out of range too. Alright, so there's a Hydralisk over there. Now this guy's basically a ranged Zergling over here, so the Hydralisk. Stronger and much more deadly than a Zergling. It's got needle spines, so it basically do 10 damage. He's got explosive damage, so basically does, like, you know, less damage to small units, so it won't do as much damage to us, but, you know, he's still gonna be, like, you know, dangerous nonetheless. This guy's more dangerous though, so kill off the Zergling first. So Cletus is gonna take a lot of damage here, so let's watch out for that, but whatever. He's still got enough HP to, like, you know, stand and fight here, so that's fine. Now, I don't like the fact that, like, you know, the Hydralisk is basically inside, like, you know, tree, but, you know, we have to fight him here, so He's gonna attack Lester. It's fine by me. Attack Lester. He's wounded by a lot now, so I really have to watch out for that, but whatever. See, I note that basically, like, right now, like, he's really taking a beating here. Unfortunately, we found, like, probably the worst, thing to basically fight here, the Hydralisk, but whatever. There goes him. Alright, there's a drone basically up here, so we kill off the drone, that's awesome. We think we'll find like the rest of the drones though, so that's a thing. Now if possible I want to actually like, take the brunt of the attacks now for like Cletus so he doesn't get killed anymore. So I took a hit there, that's fine. So we kill off this Zergling. Awesome, we kill another drone. Up in this way, so I'm just gonna step here so like, Cletus doesn't step into like, it being attacked. Cletus, I want you to fall back. So Cletus says go, go, go. I want them to, follow me now, so follow me. There we go, we kill that. It looks like we don't have to worry about friendly fire, by the way, so it seems like, that's at least one thing I don't have to worry about here, which is awesome. Because friendly fire would be like, just devastating to basically deal with it with, like, a flame bat. We kill off the drone. There's still another drone base that fights somewhere, so we have to go find it. There's Zergling basically dead. But I find it just like the best game that like Corm sort of did with like multiplayer sort of like action or like a team-based like squad type of action. Like he had like other ones that basically had like this sort of thing as well, but this is a lot more like set up for it, where like you basically have like missions like have like people with you and stuff like that. So I really felt this like the best like game he did for like his like sort of like 70RLs for like this sort of like concept. There is like other games that he has like this sort of thing where like they have like team-based like squad orient and stuff like that, but the other ones are like more focused on like a single character, where this is like you have to have a squad to basically do stuff or else you will be in trouble. Oof, I think it took some more damage there. There's still another drone somewhere. There, complete. How injured are you there, Cletus? Oh yeah, he's alright. I forgot to check his kills though. So Cletus apparently has 2 kills. If I look at Lester here has 8 kills. Bastard kill so much of us. And then if we look at like ourselves, I've got 9 kills. So we got a few kills here under our belt. It's alright, there we go, we can evac. Alright, so, mission record for DFuxa. We got 2 successful missions. Rescue 101. An important recon unit has gone missing while scouting their Zerg presence. Find the missing unit and escort him home. So we have to rescue a ghost. Alright, so we have to go find a ghost. And you guys are basically going to follow me, so just follow me. Now, in this one, I actually have some water here, so there's water. Oh, that's just bad. So you took a beating there again. I think they have 50 HP, so he's probably down to like 30 HP. The fire bat. There we go. We kill off those Zergling there easily enough. Where might this ghost be? He's probably on the other side of the map somewhere. And wow, these are pretty damn big maps that we have to explore here. There's a little peninsula right here. Let's kill off this Zergling. There's a Hydralisk, so let's fire him. Oh, is that the ghost? So here's Casper, the ghost. An infiltration unit specializing in stealth. So he's basically got C10 canisters, which are damage 10. These guys basically got like full damage to like small units basically again. So this guy's basically like Alright, so I'll note that the damage types these guys are doing. This guy is doing the proper damage, like full damage to like small units, but he's felt like concussive and plasma and like explosive wrong on some of these guys. So that's something that could be fixed, I guess, but whatever. Alright, get over here, Casper, so follow me. Alright, what am I supposed to do with this guy here? So, I have an important recon unit that's got missing. Find a missing unit and escort him home. Do I have to tell him to rally, maybe? Follow me. So, here's where, like, let's see here. Look around with that. I wonder if like, there's like a special key I have to basically do in this guy here. Like, obviously that's the ghost have to basically get, but whatever, let's just go fight some more, like, so we're gonna basically find him. Those Hydralisk. It could be that I have to basically kill everything here, so. Maybe that's it. What is an O? An Overlord. So, we actually have the Overlord units here. So, this unit allows control over Zerg colonies, so basically these guys don't do anything to you, they're just basically like, support units for like the game. But, I can kill them. Focus on the Hydralisk here. Notice that that guy's basically trying to run away from us, so that's a thing, but whatever. There's an overlord on the map I can basically go hunt down if I want to. So here's Casper again. Like, Casper really should be following me, but I guess, like, you know... I really like the fact that there's basically overloads still basically you can basically find, so there's that, but whatever. You know, I think for the most part I basically kill everything on the map here, so... Huh. Is that maybe it? No. So, I'll note that basically in other games that, like, you know, Quorum is basically done. Basically, you can only have, like, a certain amount of, like, units basically following you, and then, like, that's basically it, so... I thought maybe it's possible, like, you know, maybe Casper isn't following me because I basically only have 2 units basically following me at a time. Whoa! There's that Overlord, by the way. Let's kill the Overlord. Fire! Fire! Keep firing! Pour on the fire! Although this probably has, like, you know, 200 HP, by the way, so... It takes a while for this guy to go down. There goes the Overlord. Alright, I want you guys basically to stay here, so... Stay put. I'm gonna try and, like, you know, bring, like, you know, Casper around by myself. Nope, he's still not following me. Alright, well, I guess I'll be finishing this up in a moment because, like, you know, Casper here is being pretty dumb. I mean, it basically, like, you know, killed off everything else in the map here, so... He's just not listening at all, basically, here, so... I guess he, like, didn't properly, like, you know, add in, like, the mechanic to make this guy basically follow you or not, so, you know, an issue basically with, like, you know, that basically on, like, Corn's part, whatever. I wonder what, like, you know, those, like, other two are basically called. They're called allies, or maybe, and maybe that's, like, the problem ABC has. Like, basically, it's, like, faction friendly, and, like, you know, that's, like, the issue here. You know, I like the fact that basically, like, you can see, like, them highlight basically up there their fields of vision because you can basically see where they basically are on the map. Well, this is evac then. So I failed that one because basically he didn't, like, come with me, but whatever. Alright, so, a Terran base has been reported to be infected. Clean it out. Kill hostiles in the area in this one. So you've been given an extra unit apparently for this one. So, Follow me. So you got Hank here, basically, he's just an like, Marine here. Alright, so in this one, we basically have, like, doors and stuff, I guess. You can close doors if you want to, but, that's really only appropriate if you basically want to, like, stop things from falling, I think, so... How useful that is, I'm not really sure. Ooh! Fire! 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 That hurt a little bit, but that's fine. Zergling on both our 6s here. I want you to retreat. I want you to follow me, so... Kill him off. There we go, we kill off him. Now, I've yet to see an infected Terran, so that kind of like, is odd, but whatever. Maybe we'll find some infected Terrans in here. Push up these guys a little bit. Whee! Zergling dies there. There goes the Hydralisk. I can't remember if Hydralisk are basically considered a small unit or, like, a medium unit in this game. In StarCraft, rather. Probably actually check that. Basically, in a game like StarCraft, Hydralisks were, like, the size of, like, vultures, so, like, the medium-sized units. Let's go this way a little bit. I'm almost dead here, so I have to really watch out for my health, but Oh, I died. So, basically I was MIA because I got killed by Zergling. Alright, so basically you can see like the breakdown of like how we basically did there, so that's good enough. But yeah, I consider that to be like, one of like the better games for like, Quorum's like sort of system of like, squad management type of like, roguelikes, and that's actually something that's like kind of interesting, basically have like a sort of like squad based like roguelike like that. But anyhow, hope you guys basically enjoyed it and take care.